Okay, we are back. This is the Hot Seat Radio Show with Donovan Sadiq and Pastor Don of Reflections Church, Moreno Valley. And we had a great weekend. And Pastor Don, again, thank you for helping us in the event. It was very successful. And your message was so poignant that everybody wanted to know, where did we find this guy? And I said, Pastor Don is on our radio show every Tuesday here at the Starbucks off Day Street. Pastor Don, welcome to the show again. What do you got for us this week?
Well, first of all, thank you, Donovan, for allowing me to be at that debate. It was a wonderful event for all parties, and it was an honor for me to be there, to be able to do that. So this morning, I want to start off this message by saying one word 3 times in a row. Choices, choices, choices. Have you ever thought about how many decisions we need to make each and every day? Our days are filled with many, many choices. There was a professor back in 2010 that calculated that most people make some sort of a choice every 10 seconds of their lives. So that would mean that, for an example, if you slept for 8 hours a day and you were awake for the other 16 hours, you would be making an average of about 5,000 choices per day. Now, I can understand why most people buy a lot of aspirin, because that's a lot of decisions to make. But think about it in your own life. Think about the decisions you have to make every day. I mean, the first decision you make in the morning is probably, how many times should I hit the snooze button before I get up? Then you would ask the questions to yourself like, what should I wear? What should I eat for breakfast? What time do I need to leave for work or school? The amount of choices you make before you leave your house, if you work outside the home, is endless. And I was thinking about this. I think it's actually even worse for the ladies, because many guys make one decision on what to wear and they're done. But I've seen my wife, and for me personally, I just want to make sure whatever I wear, as long as the clothes are not inside out, as long as I don't smell and I match, I'm okay. But that's about all I have when it comes to fashion decisions. But women have to make hundreds of decisions on their outfits. Does this match? Is it too revealing? Does this outfit make me look too fat? Do I have matching shoes? On and on. The list of fashion choices for a woman is endless. So I would assume that you agree with me that we have to make thousands of choices every day. You know, there was a brilliant young man named Jeremy, graduated from high school at the age of 15. He went to a 4-year college and received his bachelor's degree at the age of 18. And from there, he went straight to medical school. He completed his classes and internship by the time he was 22 years old. However, about 2 years earlier, his girlfriend Melissa took him to church. You see, Jeremy never was a churchgoer in his younger years. But after he met Melissa, she wanted him to go with her to church. And after he started attending for a few weeks, Jeremy fell in love with Jesus Christ. He was baptized a month later and started attending Bible studies during the week and growing in his faith. Right before Jeremy was about ready to start his medical practice at a large hospital at the age of 22, there was an opportunity for him to go to East Africa on a missionary journey with his now wife, Melissa. You see, that area was in a desperate need for medical help, and they had never heard of Jesus Christ. Melissa wanted to Africa for this 2-year commitment, but Jeremy had huge student loans and a very high-paying job in a prestigious hospital. So now he had to make a very difficult choice. Does he stay and make the money and live the good life? Or does he go and help these people that have nothing with their physical and spiritual needs? Well, for most people in the world, that choice would be simple. Take the job in the hospital, buy the fancy home in his neighborhood, get that sports car and speedboat, and live the high life. But Jeremy and Melissa decided to travel to Africa and live over there for 2.5 years. And today, 15 years later, both Jeremy and Melissa do not regret for even one moment that decision. They saw life transformation by God to these people in those villages that were truly amazing. Was it a struggle? Yes. Was it hard living in a hut with no electricity and limited water? Yes. Was it frustrating at times? Of course. But was it worth it to them? Absolutely. There are two choices that I want to talk to you about with the audience this morning that I want you to think about and I need you to make. The first choice is making the decision to be part of a brand new church plant in Rancho Bulago called Reflections Moreno Valley. Now, I'm not saying that being part of a brand new church plant is easy. There'll always be bumps in the road in getting all the things together for our first service and finding the right spot to hold our services. There will be frustration in working within God's timing and trying to raise money for the church. And yes, it is always a risk to be part of something brand new. You don't know me at all as your pastor, and you're not sure what to expect. It's almost similar to the situation with Jeremy and Melissa at their decision point. The easy road is always to do nothing and continue to live life as you are. But the tough road is taking that leap of faith and coming out to learn more about this church plant with an open mind and heart and allowing God to lead you. And the reward for taking this risk with the right-hearted spirit is amazing blessings from God. I am praying that you will take this next step on this journey and join me in the park to meet me and others who are interested in this church plant. Our plan is to meet at Vista Lomas Park in southeast Moreno Valley on October 29th at 11 o'clock in the morning. We will have snacks and drinks for you and a beautiful playground for your children. You can come and meet me, Pastor Don, and learn more about this exciting adventure in church planning. I will assure you of this. It will be one of the most fulfilling things you will ever do as a follower of Jesus. So I am asking you to please mark your calendars, or put it in your phone, to be out at Vista Lomas Park on October 29th between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. with family. And please bring your friends with you. Folks, this is the ground floor to God's church in Rancho Bulago. What an amazing blessing for you and your family. Now, the second choice that I want you to make is to make sure that you go out and vote on November 8th. Now, I'm not here to endorse any candidate. That decision is completely up to you. But what I'm asking you is to pray first on what God wants you to vote for. Who are the candidates that will work best for your family and the community that you live in? Which candidates will get things done in your neighborhoods to make it safer for you, your children, or grandchildren? Which candidate is a take-charge individual for your homes and neighborhoods? And finally, which candidates will get things done for this great city of Moreno Valley and its future? Folks, the choice is all yours, but you truly need to vote. If you have not registered, you have a few more weeks left before the deadline. So allow your voice to be heard on November 8th, and allow God to lead you to pick the best candidate who will work for you and your family. I want to thank you so much for your time in listening to this broadcast. As I've already said, life is full of choices. Please choose to be a part of this church plant journey in Rancho Bulago. I am praying that God is touching your heart to want to be a part of His plan. Again, my church is Reflections Moreno Valley. You can read all my daily devotionals at my Reflections Moreno Valley Church Facebook page. We also have a YouTube page that you can listen to my archive weekly devotionals from the past few weeks. And of course, you can email me at any time with your questions, comments, or prayer requests at reflectionschristianfellowship@gmail.com. I love to hear from all of you. So have a wonderful day, and may God richly bless you and your family.
All right. Thank you, Pastor Don. And again, we want to thank you for making our event so successful. I got so much feedback in regards to the message that you gave. It was very candid for the candidates to think about. And it was really funny because some people were saying, now they can put a face with your voice, which was really good because nobody had ever seen you before. Mm-hmm. And imitation is always the best form of flattery. And you've been doing this podcast. I think so many people need it. You blessed us at that event, which made it basically set the tone and reminded us, those of us who want to be leaders, what a leader is, and you reminded us how Jesus led in what he was doing. So we want to thank you again on Reflection Church. If you have not seen Pastor Don and you want to see what this man looks like, on his Facebook page, there is the video of him giving the invocation and the message before the event actually started. And the analytics of that video was over 3,000 people viewed that video. And this happened last Sunday. It is only Wednesday. So 3,000 people saw that video, and we got nothing but great positive feedback. People are wondering about, where this church, they're interested. And if you're interested, please contact Pastor Don at Reflections Church, and we'll put the information up. And we'll continually give this message, and we're going to be producing and helping him build that church, because we need a weekly message. There's people out there, I honestly believe, that really need a message to keep them going and keep them inspired. But Pastor Don, before you go, could you give us some words? You were there of the event.
The event on Sunday night was absolutely wonderful. We've got a great city here in Moreno Valley. It is an awesome city. We've got wonderful people, and we've got great candidates who is interested in leading the city. But like I said in my message, we need to find candidates that truly have the heart of the people in their agenda. It is a truly an I am third type scenario, in which God first, the community, the neighborhoods, the people that we're representing is second, and then we are third in our own needs and our own wants. But Donovan, I think as the host from News from Edgemont, you did an amazing job in bringing the candidates in. It was a wonderful forum and a great group.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't the host. I was a candidate. Chris Jones, the moderator, was the host.
Well, Chris Jones did an amazing job. Great job as a moderator. He has great questions. He kept it very well organized.
A lot of follow-ups.
And he did a great job. So the event was great. So if there's going to be another debate that features District 1 candidates or mayor candidates, I strongly urge you to attend and listen to these folks. They really do want to help the city of Moreno Valley.
Right. And just a quick message. I believe Box Springs, Crosswords Community Church, Bishop Sykes, they are working on a mayoral candidate debate. They haven't got the dates yet, but they're working on it. Dr. Mary McBean and her women's group, I forgot the name of it, they are looking at making another debate, because in the city, we don't have enough debates. Everybody sees our signs out there, but they don't see us. And by having a debate, that could make the difference between seeing how a person presents themselves and how they vote. And like I said, I thought it was a very good, I got nothing but positive feedback. It was a great event. If you missed it, a lot of people said that is how adults are supposed to conduct themselves and express their ideas. Even if you didn't agree with the candidate, you were there to listen to their platform and what they have to say. And Pastor Don, you were there. I got caught on a couple of questions. There was no doubt about it. Chris got me, and I didn't have I didn't have the greatest answer I wanted to give. So again, I thank you for coming. Please, everybody, vote. Get out there. I know it's very discouraging sometimes in politics, but you know what? Local politics matter. So that's where we're going to end it right there this week. And we want to thank you guys again. Please come join us. 10 o'clock, Tuesdays, Pastor Don, come out and meet us. Have a coffee with us. Talk with us. And Pastor Don is always willing to answer your questions. So please email him. Golly, message him on Facebook. He's got a smartphone. He knows how to use it. So message him and he'll answer. So we'll see you guys again next week. Again, thank you. This has been The Hot Seat. Pastor Don, Reflections Church, Weekly Devotional.